Wastewater is the Cinderella of the water sector. Treat it any old way.
The Caribbean is failing in its handling of wastewater. It's receiving a failing grade from the tourism sector, from fishing industries. It's receiving a failing grade from the public health sector. And it's receiving a failing grade because the interaction of untreated wastewater with stressed environmental systems makes future adaptation to climate change more difficult.
I would say as far as 36 years ago, the Caribbean Environmental Program and many governments within the region identified that runoff or discharges from non-point sources of pollution were impacting the region significantly.
The LBS protocol, which stands for the Protocol on Land-Based Sources of Marine Pollution, was developed and signed by all the countries of the wider Caribbean region in 1999. At the core of that was the recognition that pollution of the marine environment was one of the major challenges facing our Caribbean region.
In response to various international conventions and protocols, the Caribbean as a region needed to find a solution to the complex problems posed by wastewater. The Caribbean Regional Fund for Wastewater Management, the CREW, was established in 2011 by the Global Environment Facility and is being implemented by the Inter-American Development Bank and the United Nations Environment Programme over a 4-year period.
We believe this program is going to be a game changer, if you will. It's going to allow us to test interesting solutions, to give the push for the sector to achieve universal access and treatment of all the wastewater that we create.
Demonstration projects are being established in Jamaica, Belize, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago, which will serve as financing models that may be replicated by other countries of the region and even internationally.
By the CREW project, a national development outlook for wastewater management could result. That is, an awareness could be created in Guyana among the private sector, communities, and government on the issues of wastewater management.
If we fail to treat with the issue of managing wastewater effectively, we are perhaps dooming our region to a future that is not prosperous, both in terms of our economic development, in terms of the health of our people, in terms of the quality of life, and in terms of hedging our bets in terms of how we adapt to climate change. It is absolutely essential that we deal with this issue.
Today, the world's shores are under attack. Armies of aliens are secretly invading our coasts. In the Caspian Sea, swarms of ghostly hunters have contributed to the collapse of entire commercial fisheries. In Europe, armored invaders are rampaging up rivers and threatening local fish stocks. The largest wetland in the world, the Pantanal, is being infiltrated by a silent killer that could destroy this fragile ecosystem. And throughout the world's oceans, huge blooms of toxic algae are contaminating shellfish, causing thousands of deaths.
Global Ballast project is about global partnerships and strategic alliances being forged among a large variety of stakeholders through a GEF UNDP IMO project to address the issue of transfer of invasive species through ships' ballast water. When this global initiative was started back in year 2000, its original aim was to assist 6 developing countries to raise awareness on the issue, gain experience in ballast water management, and develop a set of capacity building tools. The project became a showcase of a successful GEF intervention in achieving these goals, and the second phase, which started in 2008, has seen more than 70 countries participating in a global scaling up effort, 15 of them taking a lead partnering role. In addition to accelerating the legal, policy and institutional reforms to implement the international treaty known as Ballast Water Management Convention, the project catalyzed an unprecedented private sector participation, which influenced the fundamentals of shipbuilding and ship operating industries.
Progress is being made, but its momentum must be maintained so that shipping can work in harmony with the environment.
GEF IWCAM aimed to strengthen the commitment and capacity of communities in 13 small island developing states of the Caribbean to plan and manage their aquatic resources and ecosystems in sustainable ways. With most inland activity having an impact on the flow and quality of water in rivers, from mountains through watersheds right down to the sea, IWCAM set out to show the importance of sustainable land practices in alleviating the devastating consequences to public health, livelihoods, and national economies. From the Bahamas in the north to Trinidad and Tobago in the south, evidence of deteriorating water quality and unsustainable land practices had been taking their toll on local communities and the resources they depend upon. 9 demonstration projects were implemented, providing a wealth of experience and lessons learned in practical approaches to integrated watershed and coastal areas management, and notably, tangible evidence of benefits of the approach. The Fondor Watershed in St. Lucia being one.
Almost 15% of the people do not use pit latrine, neither flush toilets. And in addition to that, some of the communal toilet systems were closed down or not functioning.
With funding and technical support, those St. Lucian communities have changed the way they think about and interact with their environments. In Jamaica, through demonstration activities in the Drivers River watershed, many ordinary grassroots people got on board and became educated about the health of their watersheds and changed their practices. Farmers in the demo project in Cienfuegos, Cuba, made sure they shared their knowledge across farms, communities, and generations. But IWCAM was not only about how people and communities could restore the environment, it was also about how it could be used to create income. These are just a small sample of the successes. The residents in communities who participated in or benefited from IWCAM speak volumes about how the project impacted on their lives.
Based on the level of interest within the communities and the knowledge that we got from the project, this project will always continue.
The groundbreaking GEF IWCAM project recorded positive results. Stakeholder involvement was extensive throughout the project. Much of its success was due to its ability to find a balance between meeting needs and addressing the policy issues.
Oui, je suis Astrel Joseph. Je suis directeur sol et écosystème au ministère de l'Environnement d'Haïti et le point focal pour le projet Artibonite. Le bassin versant du fleuve Artibonite est un bassin versant vraiment d'envergure et très important pour les deux pays, à savoir Haïti et la République dominicaine. C'est un bassin versant d'environ 9300 km². Et normalement, l'importance de ce bassin versant, c'est que l'énergie hydroélectrique pour Haïti provient à partir de ce bassin versant. D'où l'importance pour nous de gérer l'eau qui se trouve au niveau de ce bassin versant. Maintenant, avec le projet binational Artibonite, qui est un vrai exemple de coopération et de dialogue binational pour réduire les conflits liés à l'eau au niveau de ce bassin versant binational, dans le cadre de ce projet, nous avons réalisé des méthodologies nécessaires pour mesurer l'utilisation des sols, pour mesurer la dégradation des sols et aussi pour voir comment s'opère la dégradation des sols au niveau de ce bassin versant.
Right now, we can say that we have selected a municipal area that going to be a model of territorial organization located in the south side of the country. The other thing is that there is ongoing a very effective communication among the different levels in the watershed, representative of the religious group, civil society, NGO, political representative, and all of them conform the unit that we call Watershed Management Committee.
Maintenant, le processus de l'analyse de diagnostic transfrontalier et le plan d'action stratégique qui est en cours d'élaboration va nous permettre de faire ressortir des recommandations pour que dans les politiques nationales, pour que dans les stratégies nationales, que les différentes priorités soient prises en compte pour améliorer la situation de la gestion de l'eau, la situation des conflits et la situation dégradante qui existe au niveau de ce bassin versant. Donc, nous pouvons dire que ce cours sur l'évaluation économique de l'environnement ou encore sur l'évaluation des écosystèmes va nous permettre normalement de nous focaliser sur l'importance des différents secteurs qui interviennent dans le domaine de l'environnement et les secteurs qui sont actifs au niveau de ce grand bassin versant binational entre Haïti et la République dominicaine. Merci.